first thing that we have to do is to scrape the zest of 2 oranges. Ayan, make sure na yung first degree ng skin ng orange. Kasi yung the bottom of it is medyo mapait. So, ayan, we're ready to cut the skin off. So, mas madali kung if you cut it on both ends of the oranges, tapos on the sides, and just cut it like that. So, kailangan nating magbalat ng at least 3 oranges. Ayan. So, after we've done all the peeling of the skin, all we need to do is to slice them. Yung kailangan hindi masyadong makapal. Kailangan ganyan lang kanipis siya. Or at least yung katamtaman na kapal. So after we've done all the slicing of the oranges, we have to prepare the tin that we're going to use for baking. Whenever I bake cakes, lagi kong ginagamitan siya ng baking paper. Kasi isa, it prevents the oil or butter from spilling down the bottom of the oven. Saka isa pa, madali siyang tanggalin after it's being cooked. So, ayan. Pag ready, now we have to put that aside for the meantime so we could carry on to the next step, which is to boil castor sugar and water. This is comparatively the same as the one we're using pag nagluluto tayo ng leche flan. Ayan. So for this, I used 90 gram of castor sugar and about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. And pag brownin lang natin siya, and then when it reaches the light brown color, you have to turn the fire off and then put in the butter, and then we just allow the butter to melt before we will pour it to the tin that we have prepared with the parchment on. After pouring the caramel, we should immediately put on the slices of oranges kasi as it cools down, tumitigas din yung caramel. Ayan. So, punuin lang natin yan. As you can see, there are small gaps there, so make sure that you have to fill that in with pieces of oranges. It doesn't matter kung hindi siya buo kasi it's not going to be very obvious after cooking. So, ayan. So now let's proceed to the batter. Let's start by cracking 3 eggs. And then we also need an orange blossom water. Kung wala kayo nyan, it's okay. So, simulan natin ang pagmimix ng butter at saka asukal. And I'm using 200 gram of castor sugar and 200 gram of unsalted butter. So, we just have to mix those together until it is very well mixed before tayo mag-add ng ibang ingredients. Ayan. So as you can see, the butter and the sugar is all well mixed. So we could start putting in the eggs. Yung gawin natin ay isa-isa lang ang pag-pour ng itlog. Hindi natin siya sabay-sabay. Ayan. To wait until it's fully mixed. Saka natin ngayon isusunod yung orange blossom water. 1 teaspoon yung ginamit ko dyan, to be followed up by the zest of 2 oranges. Isunod na rin natin yung 50 gram of flour. Ayan. At the time of pouring the flour, we should slow the speed kasi para to prevent na mag-scatter yung flour and it makes a little bit of mess there. Isunod na rin natin yung 140 gram of ground almonds. Ayan. And again, we just use a moderate speed, to be followed up by 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Tapos, 1/4 teaspoon lang na asin. Ayan. So, we're almost done. So, after natin paghaluin lahat ng mga sangkap, ayan, ilagay na natin ngayon or ipatong natin sa ginawa nating caramel topping tsaka yung oranges. Ayan, and then we just have to spread it nicely, making sure that all the edges are being covered. And it doesn't matter if the top is a little bit bumpy kasi in the end, pag naluto na yung cake, that would be the bottom. So we have to cook the cake into a preheated oven, 180 degrees, and cook it for about 40 to 45 minutes. So as you can see, the cake has been cooking for 40 minutes and it's time for us to check the cake. We can know the cake naluto na kung hindi sumusunod yung butter sa chopstick, but for the meantime, hindi pa siya luto. So we have to put it back and cook it for another 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, let's check it again, and this time we have to use aluminum foil kung hindi pa siya ready, and then leave that for a few minutes, and then we have to go back and check after. So ayan, you can see that there's not sticking to the chopsticks and it's ready. So let's put the cake onto plate by flipping it over. So ayan, di ba napakadaling tanggalin siya when you use a baking paper? Ayan. As good as it looks, but we're not done yet. Now we have to cook the glazing. For the glazing, we use 3 to 5 tablespoons of marmalade, orange marmalade, and then just put 2 tablespoons of water. So pakuluan natin yung orange marmalade until they are not lumpy anymore. At saka most of the water na nilagay natin has been evaporated. Kumbaga yung consistency niya is malapot-lapot. Ayan. So habang pinapakuluan natin siya, let's continue mixing it kasi it helps to dissolve the orange marmalade. So, yeah. As you can see here, medyo malapot-lapot na siya. So we are almost ready with our cake. So So, after natin na-reach yung consistency na malapot-lapot, and then we have to pour it over the cake. Yan, and then we just use the brush para i-spread yung glazing. Ayan. We just need to repeat this step until na natapos natin yung pinakulo natin na glazing. And don't forget to brush it along the side as well. Well, kung nag-enjoy ka sa panonood ng video na ito, please do comment down below. Hit that like button, press that notification bell so that you could always be notified whenever I post new videos. So there you go, your orange polenta cake. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for more upcoming vlogs. Bye-bye!